Hi everybody, I'm Petty Officer Rios. I am with the United States Coast Guard and I want to talk to you about such. So, to me, the Coast Guard it's more than just a job, it's a calling. It's an opportunity for you to serve your country, make a difference in the life of others and be part of a team that is dedicated to protecting our nation's waters and coastlines. So, being a Coast Guardsman, you are entrusted with a wide range of responsibilities and roles. You go from enforcing maritime law to rescuing people in distress to protecting the environment and ensuring the safety of our nation's ports and waterways, right? So the work of the Coast Guard is often very challenging, but as it is challenging, it's also incredibly rewarding. The opportunity to make a real difference in the life of others and to protect the nation's interests and to be part of a team that is dedicated to serving a greater purpose is just deeply satisfying. So, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am Petty Officer Rios Cardona. I mentioned before. I am a culinary specialist second class in the United States Coast Guard. I being in the Coast Guard, I can tell you it's been of great satisfaction. I've been in over 6 years. I recently signed for 6 more. That'll put me at 12 at the end of this contract. So, being in for just 6 years, I have been again more than satisfied with what I've done. I have been granted such opportunities that I thought would never happen. This being, I'm only 25, so I've been able to travel lots of places that I never thought I'd be. I've developed professionally to a point where I am complacent. I don't want to stay there. I want to go for more, of course. But just going back to that traveling part. I've been able to go to California, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Alabama, Puerto Rico, Boston. I'm actually from Puerto Rico, so being having the opportunity for the Coast Guard to bring me back to my home and do do my part, right? Be part of the mission. I was able to do help with the maritime enforcement, drug interdiction. I was certified translator on my boat. We would have the opportunity to do port calls. I'm sure everyone, if you've heard anything about the Coast Guard, you've definitely heard about the port calls. So being in Puerto Rico gave me the opportunity to go to the Dominican Republic, to Cuba, Turks and Caicos, the Key West. It's honestly been great 6 years. Hence the reason I signed for 6 more, right? So um, enough about me. I want to talk to you about the comprehensive packages or benefits that the Coast Guard has to include. So we are a military service after all, so we get the same benefits as other military branches. So we have health insurance, dental insurance, we have life insurance, we have a retirement plan. These might not sound important to you because you probably already have them, but would you believe me if I actually told you that I've been in for 6 years and my family and I have not paid a single dollar towards any medical care? In the last 6 years, we have not paid a single medical bill. Nothing. It's if you're a big family person like myself, you probably care for them. Being able to provide for your family is absolutely important to you. And for me, free healthcare is an incredible benefit that we have. Again, you have this, and it's just amazing. It's hard to believe, honestly. So, additionally to this, we have paid time off. So we have 30 days of vacation yearly. That I feel like that's definitely more than you would be able to get anywhere else. You have educational assistance. This is you have tuition assistance, which helps you study throughout the year, or yeah, and then you have post 9/11, which is a it's essentially a scholarship that you can use for yourself or you can actually transfer it to any family member. This is this is very good because you're making it easier for them to be able to achieve an education. Other than this, we have housing allowance and other types of allowances. Um, these benefits are they ensure the financial well-being of us Coast Guard members and our families, right? So we are a federal agency and we are protected by civil service laws and regulations. Why I mention this? I mention this because this translates into the Coast Guard being a secure and reliable career path. It provides peace and and a sense of stability for us Coast Guard members and our families, right? I actually have these pamphlets. I'll be able to provide them at the for you guys to read. I'll pass them at the end so you can actually hit me up with any questions you may have. But let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, right? So let's talk about money. The Coast Guard offers opportunities for career growth and advancement. So us members, we are able to progress through ranks, and um, we're able to grab or gain valuable experience in various disciplines. So, like I mentioned before, we maritime enforcement, search and rescue, environmental protection, homeland security. So so the Coast Guard also offers a competitive salary package. This means that it's reflecting the demanding essential nature of our operation, right? So our starting salary for enlisted personnel are it's determined by our rank and years of service. So officers have a base salary that increases with the rank, and it also increases their experience. So the Coast Guard is committed to a professional development of our members, offering a wide range of opportunities and career advancement. So enlisted personnel can progress through the ranks from seaman to chief petty officer, as well as the officers can go from ensign to admiral, where both enlisted and officers assume positions great with greater responsibility and leadership. Each rank has different salaries and different responsibilities, as mentioned. For enlisted, we have over 20 jobs for you to choose. Throughout these enlisted jobs, there are some that are known as critical. We call them critical rates. They offer incentives, and they're essentially you can get to choose them. I am a culinary specialist, and when I joined, it was a critical rate. It granted me a $20,000 bonus with a 4 year contract. Now I was offered another incentive for a 6 year reenlistment. I decided to go with it as well. We don't sell rates. This means that I encourage you to overlook the incentives. I encourage you to choose something that you foresee yourself doing during a long period. If an incentive happens to be offered for that you choose, that's great. So I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna I'm gonna take a seat over there, and I'll be available for any question that you have. I have my pamphlets. I'll give them to you shortly. And it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me here today.